in United States as well.
Yeah.
So
Nobody has a beautiful voice like you.
I have.
No, I know.
I have.
I'm singing in the rain. The vibrato, you know. I'm the champion in this neighbor in this area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you are good in all, Morten.
No, I had this.
I know. You are number
I
one.
was in this competition. Okay.
Yep.
Talking about funerals.
Death and funerals. Should we start the show?
Yeah. Please.
Yeah. Come on.
Just so you know, I've been recording since we've been on because the beginning of the stuff is the funny stuff. So now I'm going to start the show officially.
Beautiful.
This is 2OF Entertainment.
Oh yeah, I learned my lesson last week. I figured all the funny stuff is before we start the show. So now when you guys get on, I just hit record, and then we just put the intro in at some point.
Okay, so we were live.
Oh yeah, so everybody knows that your cousin in America hopefully is going to come on the show, and you've got an 80-year-old famous singer, and she's going to come on the show, and it's going to be like
and they could hear my vibrato.
They heard your bravado. Yeah, they did. It's people were crying. I don't know. They were asking us to take it down, but they were still crying, and that was the important part. So, no, you have a beautiful voice. That's a beautiful voice.
I know.
Thank you.
No, Grandpa.
Welcome to my world.
I will save you when you're dead.
Okay, so when Grandpa, why was it when Grandpa sings, it sounds like a moose in heat? And you sing sounds like an angel. I'm just saying. Yeah. So, I don't even try to sing. I know better.
We are brothers, and we have different...
Sisters, depending on what's going on. So.
Yeah, and we have different mothers.
I have a little bit bigger than he.
I'm sorry? Whoa. Let's go. We're not that kind of a show.
I'm talking about the nose.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about something else.
No.
Steven, come on.
I have a small nose,
I have a Jewish nose.
I know.
It's good to have.
Me too.
Very good to have when you're smoking cigars,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, let me explain how big my nose is. I had a heart on the other day. I walked into the wall. I broke my nose. So, you know what I'm talking about? I have a very Jewish nose. Yeah. So.
Yep.
And one day I had a boogie, if you will. You'll have to pardon the vulgarity of it. I had a boogie that was loose and it whistled. Yeah. And the factory next door took lunch. That's how big.
Boogie. Yeah, so, there we go.
So today,
today we are talking about some fun things that people are scared of. A lot of people are scared. A lot of people are scared about this, and it's the death. We know it's coming. That's for sure.
Okay.
Yep. Most of us, and funerals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mostly funerals, I think.
Yeah.
Well, we got to talk about death because if you don't die, you don't get a funeral. But I will say this about funerals. I think they're a waste of money.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah. About money, I have an issue right now. Okay?
Of course
in
you
Norway,
do.
Of course. I prepared. In Norway,
not only in Norway. Stop that Norway nonsense.
This shit, Morten. I'm talking about where I come from and all the numbers. And I take it in dollar. About $10,000 to get a decent funeral in Norway with stone.
Funeral.
Okay?
Anywhere, my friend. If you die, by the time you're done with the casket and a plot or cremation, it is about $10,000.
Yeah.
Okay. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
But here's what's really interesting. In the United States, you do not have to go. I watched a show. I know it could just be California, but if someone dies, and I was fascinated by this, there's no law that says you have to go to the crematorium or a funeral parlor you could actually bury someone in their backyard.
You can.
Wow.
You can do it. Yeah. So in America, the funeral game is that it's a game. Now, some states may have laws, but this was in California.
It's a bit creepy in the backyard. Come on.
No, it's not. It will rotten very soon. Come on.
Yeah, if you have if I had a couple thousand acres,
yeah,
and we had a family plot, I'd have no problem with that. When my mom passed. Mom passed, and she wanted to be cremated.
Sorry.
That's you didn't. Did you kill her? If you didn't kill her, you're okay. So when she passed, we had her cremated, and that was fine. And it was like, so we have her ashes and whatever. But she bought a package from something called Neptune Society. I'll plug them. Like in 1970, I think it cost $2,000 back then, and you paid like $20 a month. So she lived to be 90 something or other.
Yeah.
So when she passed, we just called them up and said, my mom passed. What do we do? Yeah. And they said, well, we'll come get her, and and they did it was. No, we didn't pay for anything. I think we paid a couple $100 for an upgraded urn that you stick her in, and then that was it. Other than that, no big deal. But even when my dogs and cats die, same thing. You can have them cremated or thrown away.
I know.
But it's enough for you also. Then in this, you have a bonus in there maybe.
Bonus.
In what respect?
Yeah, giveaways and stuff like that. Merch.
Yeah, I got more. Soon to come.
Funeral merch.
Ad hoc the show merch. You can have it. Right.
Yeah, you can have Apple all over.
We want funeral merch.
That's right. I'll tell David to work on an urn. I'll say, David, we need merch. We need funeral merch.
Yeah.
Work on an urn. But no, death is a funny thing. People are afraid to speak of it.
I know.
Because people don't know what happens. I mean, there's 3,000 gods. Let's just be honest, right? There's the old gods from the Mesopotamia and from Gilgamesh and before.
It's only one Jesus. It's only one Jesus.
Yeah, nobody believes that guy, so who cares? Anyway, there's 3,000 gods.
Excuse me?
I think I'm sorry, I didn't stutter. There's 3,000 gods. So you can shake your head all you want. Your God comes from gods millions of years ago from other religions. So the problem with your God and your stories is you've taken them all from other religions, and the church is a business. So the problem is nobody knows what happens when you die. So for you guys who believe in some long-haired hippie guy, that's fine. From the rest of the world, they believe in gods. They believe in gods. And so the problem with death is you don't know what's going to happen. So
I do. A matter of fact, I do. Okay. And now I'm going to surprise you.
Tell me what happens when you die.
Because if I am lucky, I will be knocking on heaven's door.
Correct.
Knock, knocking on heaven. And then after I knock, I will speak with the manager Peter. Up there.
The manager.
One
Peter.
of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, Peter. I will say, what's on?
Yeah,
and he will say, I don't know if you are. Well, I've been trying as good as I can. Being a human is not easy.
But remember one thing, Morten.
And I will not mute him. I will not. Do not mute.
Like we do, Grandpa.
Yeah. But no, I want to say something.
Sure.
The soul have a weight. The soul, it's about 6 grams.
Yeah, we know.
And I know. Because I investigate that on today, because we should have this program. And I see the same situation if I'm searching at the internet, if they are from Chile, Santiago, Jerusalem, Iceland, wherever they are, in Denmark, wherever they are, they have
not in Finland.
Not in Finland. That's correct. But wherever they are, they come into a tunnel with a light, and the tunnel, somebody go back in life.
It's the train station with the train coming.
Correct.
But let me ask you this:
if you not have the correct ticket, you don't come in.
Yeah, see, I have a problem with all of that. That's all sounds like a bunch of BS to me, and here's why. The CIA did a study many years ago. It's called the Gateway Project. You can go find it on the internet, right?
Yeah.
What they found is when they would send people to different, if you will, dimensions and whatever, they found something what they called the absolute. And the absolute is energy. So we are all energy. So we go back to the absolute and then we go wherever.
Yep.
So I have a problem with this Jesus and God thing because well, here's why.
Yeah.
Because it makes no sense to me. And here's why it makes no sense. I believe there's something out there. I don't think it was Jesus. I don't think I don't think you can call it God because we don't know what it is. I think there's a power in the universe that I believe. But if you go back and look at millions of years of texts from the Anunnaki, from the Egyptians, from the Mesopotamians, and you go back, you don't. Because you wouldn't believe in Jesus then. No, you don't, because there's no, you can't believe, you can't believe in something that was a creation of man, not a creation of the gods. So if you read about the one Egyptian emperor who lived, I think it was 200,000 or 300,000, 400,000 years ago, he lived 16,000 years and his job was to get humanity going because there was an implosion. And when they talk about their civilization millions of years ago, they talk about gods.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, in 63 CE, the church decides, well, we make a believe church, decides we're going to have one God.
It doesn't matter what you call him. Jesus.
Well, why God, do I? Stop! No! Stop! Muhammad, no! Wait! Stop! Wait! Here's the whole problem. Yeah. Why do I have to say? Why do I have to believe in your God? Why can't I believe in whatever God I want?
You can have
You can believe in whatever. We are not crusaders, but I believe in what I believe in, and I respect others' beliefs because it's not. I don't have any proof.
Right.
Yeah, and I can change.
But Evan, shut the fuck up. Just don't interrupt me again. Then I shoot your piano. Listen, I want just to say that if I believe that I will have a reunion with my grandfather and my mother and father, God bless them, I will.
Right.
Let me believe it. Even if it's not, I can't prove anything. The train maybe, but
we don't need
but that's the whole point about death, right? When we talk about death and we talk about funerals or death at a funeral, the thing everybody says is, "I'm when you die, you're going to go and see whatever," and I believe you go somewhere. Now,
of course.
And the question is, where do you go? Nobody knows.
Maybe we have a middle station. And
I don't think it has nothing to do with stations or being good or bad. That's all ridiculous BS. That's to keep the general population in line. Because if we didn't have rules, we would rape the cattle and stampede the people. Everybody knows that. Okay. Wow. So dogs and cats would be living together in sin. It would be terrible. So.
Yeah. Not terrible.
Because we have these fictitious, if you will, for lack of a better word, God that gave us this book, which is written really written by men. Yeah. So it keeps 8 billion people in line. And I would say half of the 8 billion don't believe it anyway, because if you see what's going on in the world with all the killings and rapes anyway, nobody seems to care. But wait, I know, Bill. But let me finish. So I think what you do.
Finish?
I could be finished. Later, I'm going to have some salmon. So I'll be Norwegian. But what happens is I think people need something to believe in because you're only here this quick. So nobody knows. So my belief is like Einstein. It's kind of like when you go, your energy doesn't die. It goes to wherever. And so if you want to look at your energy as a soul, that's fine. Do I think I'm going to go see a guy with a white beard? No, I think I'm going to go somewhere, but I'm not sure where. If I go back and read ancient texts, I'm going to go on a journey. Okay. And the journey
let's have a meeting.
Absolute.
Let's have a meeting and a radio show in about 30, 40 years. and we can recap this and see this and comment this program.
And I will say, what do I say, Stephen? Because you must not believe in the Old Testament. The New Testament, it's love.
Why? Why wouldn't I believe in Why can't I believe in the Old Testament and the old scriptures?
It's up to you. But if I'm writing a testament, and I write a New Testament, my lawyer says that the New Testament is the valid testament.
Of course.
Okay?
Of course.
But if your testament is basically a bunch of stories that are 250, 300,000 years old,
it doesn't matter. It's a testament.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
But it's made up. It's like a fairy tale. It's a fable.
No.
That's your opinion. You don't know.
I'm just now. There's a book that was written about 15, maybe 25 years ago, and I read it. There's an archaeologist that found Jesus. Actually, of course, he lived, but he actually was taken by his disciples, and he died at like the age of 67 or 68 in India. There's a whole like archaeologist study about this. So I have problems with we weren't there. I have problems with the people who wrote the New Testament. They weren't there. They were all hearsay. I have problems with all of it because no one was there.
Good.
Yeah, I don't think so.
At least I'm pretty sure it's very healthy to have something to believe in.
Absolutely.
I agree with that. No. I'm a firm believer in that. I believe, like I said, I just don't believe in there's a guy with a white beard sitting in a chair waiting for me. I think it's going to be more of the absolute. My joke has always been when we die, we meet a little green alien. And he goes, "You were a science experiment. Leave me alone. Like go away." It's like, stop. Why are you bothering me? But I mean, there's something there. But because if you just can't all of a sudden say 2,000 years ago, it's like, there's only one God. No, there's been for 1,000,000+ years. There's been many gods, and then a hypothesis.
I agree with you, but it's about believing.
Maybe in the end of the day, in the end of the day, we can choose.
Oh, I think that's what it's all about. You pick what you feel comfortable with. Like some people are atheists and they think when you die, nothing happens. Fine.
Yeah.
I think when you die, something happens. I just don't know what it is. And then I read books about a ghost or a this or a that or blah, blah. I'm like, okay, I think there's something there. I just don't know what it is. So then I listen to scientists who say maybe we're living in a matrix. And then one of them said something very interesting.
I want to move a bit on because why, I'm fascinated by this. Why are we afraid of the only certain thing in life?
It's the unknown.
To talk about it, to communicate about it. Yeah, it's the unknown, but every day is unknown. If you're an ad hoc man, every day is unknown, and that's the beauty of it.
That's true.
Yeah.
But the problem is this: whether you believe in something or you don't. If you believe in something, I think they're more scared of dying because they don't know where they're going.
No.
And if you're like me, it's like there's something there. We just don't know what. You're kind of okay with it. But I think part of it is like, everybody's 99.9% sure of whatever they believe in. It's that 0.01 that they're unsure.
Yeah.
And I think that's when people go, oh, death. Ooh, what does that really mean? What? And then you have to start thinking about what your life. And then that's a whole nother thing, right? So now it's like when I die and forget about where you go after, but will I leave a good impression? Did I do good? Did I help the earth or the universe or the planet? I think there's all that goes into it. And I think for a lot of people, that's very heavy. Like people don't want to think through that, right?
Overwhelming.
But the creator, whoever he or she is, have forgiven us with all mistakes. So everybody since
I got that.
Everybody
you can't go with that.
Come on. This is Catholic.
If you want to, you can.
If you're Catholic, I guess you can.
Yeah.
So let me get this straight. So you wear a dog collar. You got a guy with a funny hat, and cute shoes in Rome, and you like to molest little children. So other than that, it's a great religion, and you started a whole bunch of wars in the 11th century.
Excuse me, not the last one. Not with the children.
No, the one before him though was a Nazi sympathizer. So that's good.
Yeah.
That's true. You guys, your priest, I don't know what you guys do there, but in America, the priests you guys have paid billions of dollars for molesting kids. So, and also, I don't know if you realize this, but I think it was
not all of them.
Not all of them. Now, I think it was in 600 CE or somewhere around there, 500 CE. The priests were allowed to marry women, and what happened is one of the popes decided, no, you can't marry women, and he stopped it. So that's crazy to me. It's like you should have I don't see why a priest can't be married to a woman or a penguin, if you will,
to a nun,
married to a man.
To a nun.
I've seen some. I wouldn't want to marry some of those penguins. I'm thinking I don't see why the Pope's the one who decided. Nowhere in your fable does it say I can't be married to a woman, right? It says you can't. So I'm not understanding why the Catholic Church has gotten to a point where priests can't be married. I think there's no reason for them not to be married. And I don't care if they want to be married to two priests, if they want to marry a penguin, if they want to marry a parishioner, don't care. But I don't see why you have to be celibate to be a priest in the Catholic religion. I think that's the craziest thing, only because some guy decided it. There was not God didn't come to him and go, listen, priests can't marry. He just decided one day, and I forget the reason why, a priest can't marry.
Yeah, me and this guy under here, we had a very good business idea about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And that was it, I want to talk about, when you're in the church or mosque or whatever, when you're in there, you have this beautiful made coffin.
Okay.
You have this coffin, and it costs a lot of money. 60 layers of and you're going to burn that. Why?
Or bury it.
Crazy.
Or bury it, yes. Right. But to burn it is these days to burn. Come on, what we should do is to have a rental. Nice one. You could choose colors: green, yellow, white, and black, obviously. But then, when you are carrying, the guys are carrying the, and it's going to be burned. It's an open, mechanism in the end. Whoops.
Why wouldn't you just lift them? Why couldn't you just lift them out?
Because everybody,
people don't want to see that guy.
They raise up in the warm.
But see here, we go into the warm oven, and then you open this cask, and then a bit like this, and he sails away into the fire. And you have rented only this, and they have a lot of. So it's going to be rentals instead of burning this nice wood.
So let me ask you this.
Cheap.
So first of all, I think that becomes they have to readjust how the oven, for lack of a better term. For my people, that's a very bad term, but for lack of a better term, the oven. So my thing is, what I would do is you would do your thing, you'd say your goodbyes, and when the people leave, I would then remove the body and put it on the tray that they put it on, and you put the tray and then the tray.
Whatever. But if they want to see, if they want to see the guy,
I don't think anybody wants to watch anybody get.
But this is incredible, because my mama always say, "Don't give me flour when I'm dead. Give me flour when I live."
My mom said, "Give me money when I'm dead." So we had
doesn't matter.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. I have an issue.
You have lots of issues. Which one's this one?
Okay.
An issue.
Yeah, issue.
That's good.
What's your
Okay,
issue?
let's think about to freeze down the body and wake
What?
up to a nightmare. If you
What?
freeze down the body
When
today,
before you die, to freeze
yeah,
someone
doesn't
after you,
matter. Come on, Morten. They
doesn't
freeze
matter.
down bodies all over the world, and
It'd
they
be
say,
better if you're alive, I think.
but I think they will wake up to a nightmare.
I don't
They will go
understand why you're
crazy.
freezing. Why are you freezing the body?
Because in the future, the science can wake up the body.
I don't think if you die, they can wake you up.
Of course, no problem.
They can have in hospital. You can lay in a coma for years and years.
Yeah,
but what they do is to turn off the
life support.
Yeah,
but no. He's talking about a dead person. I'm assuming, and freezing a dead person. Chrono something or other. Are you freezing alive?
I'm with alive. I'm with alive.
So you want to freeze a live person?
No,
like a steak in the freezer, and
he has to want
1,000 years from now,
and he has to want to.
Right, you're right. So you get somebody who says, "Listen, I want to wake up in 1,000 years." So we freeze them, keep them on some sort of a life support, so to speak.
Yeah.
And 1,000 years from now, we're going to wake them up.
Of course.
Now, why would they? But if they already signed up for that, why would that be a nightmare when they wake up?
Because the situation when they wake up is a nightmare because they don't understand anything.
Why not?
Not even the language.
They go mental.
Why wouldn't they understand? Why wouldn't they understand the language? It's the same language if they lit.
No. In 1,000 years, another language is
we're changing. We're changing.
Everything is changed. But by the way, this very special issue with Switzerland is that you can ask for the last shot. And then my question.
And the Netherlands.
Come on, Netherlands as well.
Right.
Then my question is.
It's a suicide shot. Yeah, I know.
Come on. It's a suicide.
It's a mercy killing.
Let me finish.
Death shot.
It's a suicide. Is it murder or just fair?
If you want to die and you're at a certain age and you want to go to Switzerland and you want the shot, then it's fair.
It's fair. Yeah. Okay. Morten?
Yeah.
Fair?
It's not up to me. It's up to the person who wants to do this.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you want to do it, if you're somebody, whether you're terminally ill or you're just like when my mom got into her late 90s, she would always say, somewhat joking around, I wish there was a pill. Like she said, I would just want to take the pill and go to sleep.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? So you get to, I think, a certain age where you're just like, I'm done. Like, living another 1 or 2 or 5 years, it's like she was 97, I think, when she passed. So like she said, if I don't make it to, I'm good. Like she says, I'm good, had a good life, I'm done.
Good.
And so, so she was like, if we were in Switzerland, I'm sure she would have said, go have them give me a shot.
Yeah.
So,
but like this being an ad hoc show, and I don't know what you are thinking about that, Mr. Haraldsson from Finland. But instead of when we are doing the funeral, and burying the people, why don't we bury them standing?
Yeah.
It's much better.
Space.
Because the less space.
Yeah.
The less space it takes.
but then I can't charge you as much.
Huh?
Excuse?
I can't charge you as much.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then you can have you can choose
standing room only. You can have a cemetery that's standing room only.
Yeah.
And
then you can when you visit the grave and you can say, well, Oscar.
Yeah.
When we are standing here, I just want to tell you some words. It's a fine thing.
It's another issue because me and Morten have an agreement.
Okay.
If he die first,
all right,
I have the speech in the funeral. If
you
I
have
die,
the speech.
Of course.
I'm sorry.
He died first. Okay.
Okay.
Then I have the speech, but I have a different speech than nobody have. Why? Because I will tell about a lot of negative side and, of course, a lot of positive side. Because I'm so fucking mad at this homogen situation in the church, then everybody should telling the audience about this was a beautiful man, this was a beautiful woman, she was a
This was a
hooker.
bastard.
Yeah, it was a bastard. And I think we have in the church, we have to be honest. So, Morten,
Why?
you know what you will say about me if I go first. And
Yeah, and I don't want to say it now.
You can't
And
say it now, but that's it. He'll record it.
I have a surprise in my funeral as well.
You're not going to wear pants, are
Yeah,
you?
but
Listen.
there is a saying, at least here where I live in this country, and it's not Finland. And the saying is, if you don't attend to your friends' funerals, they will never come to yours.
That's correct.
That's true. That's true.
Think about that.
Yeah.
So it's very important to go to the others.
Yeah.
And
If not, they will. You will have an empty church.
And I will
But I don't go to church, so I'm.
Whatever, an empty house.
I done agreement with 3 trumbos. To
Drums.
Yeah. When I die, they will come in, and I was in the Navy, so they will be
That
perfect.
explains a lot now.
Yeah.
In the Navy.
No.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. Some homo, but it's okay. Well, they will come in and listen.
I don't do too much of that. That's going to cost us money. So we can't do that.
Yeah.
So,
and then you will be standing.
Yeah, and then you'll be standing. But here's what's very interesting about everything. Like you said, you can't lie in church. You can lie anywhere you want. And if there's a God, and the books that were left out of the fable that you guys call a Bible, there's books in there that say you can pray and talk to God anywhere. So in theory, you should never lie anywhere. The building you go into is nothing more than a monument and a temple towards men. Now, being Jewish, we know the scheme. Like, listen, let's be, for Jews, we understand it. We know we have to buy tickets for every holiday. Like, there's no free thing in our religion, right? It's like, if it's Passover, you buy a ticket. If it's Hanukkah, you buy a ticket. We buy tickets for, we know it. And we're okay with it because we signed up for it. With all the other religions, they guilt you into, oh, God wants me to have a jet. I watched this thing about a pastor who has a Gulfstream so he can preach around the world. What a bunch of crap. So that's what I mean. Yeah. Religion is more of a business and a scam than anything else. And theoretically, the books that were left out of the Bible, you can, if you read what they say, you can pray to your God or whatever God you'd like, one of the 3,000, pick them. And you can pray to him anywhere in the world, and he'll hear it. With the Catholics, I don't understand why a guy in a dog collar, there's a phone booth, and he's going to go into, I'm going to go into the phone booth, confess my sins, so this guy can give me, that's ridiculous. If you think that you need to tell God your sins, that's it.
And then he can say Father, and he don't see, these small holes, and he said, he can say Father, I just killed a man. Yeah. And he and the guy beside the priest, oh, it's okay, my son.
Yeah, but anyway, when I walk around in town, I meet maybe God twice or 3 or 5 times in a human collection.
Okay.
Of course, I know. Because I can see it in the eyes.
Okay.
He is special and she is special. So it must be something with them. And this...
or it could be an alien.
Yeah.
Could be an alien.
Could be. Doesn't matter for me.
Or a zombie.
Whatever.
There's a lot of zombies I see in the street.
I know.
Well, that's called politicians. So, especially here in America. So we have a whole bunch of those. But no, but I mean, when I run or I go and I'm thinking or having my cigar, my scotch, I talk to whatever being there is, and whether there's a being that actually hears me or if it just makes me feel better, I'm good with that. It's like it's just reflective. So it's the same with people that they pray. It's like positive energy. It makes you feel good. So I'm okay with all that. My biggest issue I have is like there were 3,000 gods. So for someone to say this is the right God, all of a sudden, like, yeah, no, probably not. There's 3,000 of them somewhere. We have to go back millions and millions of years to figure out all of it, and then we can go from there. But
if you go, I have another issue, as he says. I don't have an issue, but I have another case scenario. And this one is correct. If you go back a bit over 100 years ago, at least in Scandinavia, what did we do when one of the respected or unrespected guys or girls died?
Right.
We celebrated for 3 whole days. Maybe in America also, because we came over and made America, as you know.
Yeah.
Some of us.
And that was...
well, but that was an attitude that we have lost. I
like it. Yeah.
I believe in my God has humor.
We have to have a big party and celebrate every dead person.
The life! Celebrate the life!
Let's not celebrate every dead person. There's only a handful I like. But my point, I agree with you. I think you should celebrate, and it should be a moment of reflection in a good way. I've been to a few what they call wakes. Nobody was cool. They were crying because we were all laughing so hard. Because everyone would tell funny stories. We'd be smoking cigars, drinking cigars, and really embracing the fact that this person actually had a life. There's other points into where people just cry, and I'm like, why? I mean, like, they're gone. And to your point of earlier, whatever God between 0 and 3,000, whatever God you believe or God you believe in theory, you're going to see this person. If not the person, their soul, you will see them and meet them again. If that's the case, I'm not like when my mom passed, I wasn't sad. I was like, okay, I'm going to miss her. But I figure, according to everything I've ever read, at some point I'll bump into her again. And
you have them in your heart.
Right. That's
really heart and brain.
Yeah.
Heart and brain,
but
right.
Another issue is that I think we have to do by law. All the accidents happen on the road. We should have a man or a woman who died in a glass monster to show the other drivers to understand what's happened if you drive too fast. Okay? That's
not the bodies, not the actual bodies.
All the bodies.
He wants the actual body in a glass cylinder.
Yeah.
It has to be a doll or something to show it. Just
the real person.
Holy
With a family
Moses!
splash. Yeah.
All right. Well,
we have to do it.
If you
in Greece, especially in Greece, when you drive around. And they have some of the roads there are worse than in Finland. And suddenly you see here was an accident, and they are building this small monuments by the road with the name and everything, like that. And also I have to tell you that I think it's north in Romania, in Maramuresh. I was given a book once from a guy don't tell anything about that guy.
No.
I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
I was giving a book, and it's about it's a graveyard, where everyone has it in that village or in that area, they made funny names on the stones.
Oh, very cool.
Like, I read this one, this book. I lent it away, and Ton, I want the book back if you're watching.
Yeah.
But because
I haven't.
there you go. You will not go to heaven, but
I go to heaven.
my point of view again. It is possible. You know the gravestone. Okay, if he was a baker who died.
Yeah.
Well, you're not baking much
Now you make a
buns
funny
now.
joke. Yeah.
That Morten,
you know.
Morten,
why
I have
not?
to
I agree.
interrupt you. I have to interrupt you, Morten.
There's
I
a
have to
shock.
tell Stephen this was a near friend of Ceausescu. Okay, then you can think the
Fuck
value
you.
of the. Fuck me too. Then you can think the value of the person. It was Kalashnikov.
You had
all
to.
wrong.
I know you had to
I
say
have
it.
to tell Stephen.
I knew it.
was
I knew it
man with
because you are
Kalashnikov and Bloodhound. And
okay.
he come in.
This is out of the program.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And we don't edit,
so
so
are
this
you
is going to be
soon.
there. So yeah. So let's hope
So
that they don't watch.
so are you soon, Evan? If you don't shut up when I say shut up
Sorry.
and jump when
Listen, he's the star, so you got to do what he says. So,
I know, but
no,
even stars has to have.
you're the star, Mark. It's your show. Yeah, you're your co-host. Yeah, you're the star.
Yeah,
he's the
but
co-host. We know how it goes.
he's the star.
Okay.
He's the star.
Well, that's because
It
the
doesn't.
crazy grandpa.
I'm
It's a
only
drinking game for the
myself.
kids.
I'm only myself. I'm the happiest
we are
man on
glad.
earth. I'm the
And then
happiest
you're
man
wearing
on
pants?
earth.
Most of the people are themselves, but
That's true. I hate to be somebody else.
yeah, but a lot of people are in the A4
System.
shit, you know,
Yeah.
and
Right.
they are following the next man anyway.
Yeah.
They
Mainstream.
they are not free.
No.
Me and Even and you, we are
Yeah.
free human beings. We can say
Yeah.
whatever we want
can do
and
whatever
broadcast
we
it even.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that
there's
also
so
comes.
many.
That also comes with confidence. That comes with the
Yeah.
fact that we're comfortable in
That's
our own
correct.
skin.
That's
That
correct.
comes up how we were brought up, where we lived, people
Yeah.
we've known, our mentors, our role models. All of that brings us, if you will, to this. So, and as Morton knows, and I think most people know, we have 20 shows that our new show comes out every day on different stuff with different hosts, and some of them I'm on, some of them not. But I'm me on every show. So, and that's it. And that's just because I have that confidence. And when I go and do business, I have to go do my real job. I'm still confident, and I still do this, and so what you see is pretty much what you get. It doesn't change. Like I don't have a personality for on air. Now, I may egg people on a little bit and be a little more over the top, but in my real life, I'm that way, but more low key. So, but I like to have intellectual dialogue and stuff. But I think a lot of people don't do that because they're not comfortable.
We three are very special because we are very honest.
Open.
All three. Open and
honest
honest.
and open as it should be, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But the other thing is it's what's also good, and on the cigar show is like this as well, Havana Cigar Show.
Okay.
If somebody says something, even though someone may get not so much offended, but they go, whatever, it's over in a second. You know what I mean? It's like everybody, they made their commotion and we just go in, and by the end of the show, nobody cares. And it's the same thing here. When we say something, someone may go, blah, blah, blah. But at the end of it, it's like, okay, we're good. It's your opinion. We're good. We're like, we're
And
still
I
gonna have
don't
lunch.
mean it. And I don't mean it. Even knows it. I don't mean it when I'm shouting at Evan and say, shut up.
No.
I have a lot of respect for Evan, of course. He's my older brother, and everybody sees
he's the one who told us about that walks around with no pants.
No problem. No problem. You say whatever you want, Morten.
I'm the younger generation,
Yeah. What's the age difference between the two of you?
5 years.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not. I thought it was going to be like if you said 20, that would have been a lot. 5 years is nothing.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
What?
He's 20 years older than me. You cannot say that, Stephen.
No. I said if you're 5 years older than Morton, And I was like, that's not a big age difference. Now, if you were 20 years older than Morden, that would be a big age difference. That's different.
Okay.
You know.
But when
5
we
years
were
is not bad.
small, when
Yeah.
we were tiny, small kids, it was
Yeah.
a lot. It meant a lot, you know.
Well, sure, because when he's 10, you're 5. He's not going to want to hang out with you. When you're 10,
No,
he's
no, no, no.
15. By the time you get into your 20s, then all of a sudden, then it's like, oh, I can hang out with you. You're an adult.
I can tell you, I take care of him very much.
He learned me how to smoke.
Yep.
Well, you got one good thing going
That's a
for you.
good one.
That's a good thing.
There you go.
God bless.
Yeah. So somebody sees. Anyway,
back to the issue. Back to the issue.
Yeah.
Come on.
The issue of death and funerals. Yes.
Yeah.
So to sum it up, people are scared of what they don't know, regardless if they believe in a fable or one of 3,000 gods.
Yep.
And that is why people are, to answer your question from the very beginning, why people are afraid of death. Funerals, in my opinion, waste of money. If you want to celebrate the person, you can have a picture and celebrate them and whatever. And and the same like I do. Like, it's the same with animals. Like I've had friends who have their animals cremated, and I'm just like, it's $1,000 to have an animal cremated. And I'm like, it's not that it's a lot of money, but it's a lot of money. And I know you want them to be close to you and this and that, but I'm just like, wow. So what we've done in America, we've made a business out of death.
I know.
So, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, if somebody dies, they guilt you into, you need this, and this. And I'm more of like, what's the cheapest thing I can do? I can just have a picture of them and remember them.
But what I don't like, because we human is so clever. So we have allowed from God and Jesus to be a very bad person all the life, and the last day you live, then you can ask for forgiveness. And
yeah.
That I not.
Yeah, that's
like.
a fairy tale. That's a fairy tale.
Yeah, but
I have a problem.
But you don't know your last day anyway.
Yeah.
Well, if you're terminal and everything, okay, you might know. But
I know
what I want to preach about, playing a preach, and that is don't live like the others. Well, why are people so stupid? Why are people so stupid? If a politician or a global fantasy man are saying that this is the right thing, there's not such a thing as the right thing. It's the right thing for me. It's the right thing for Stephen. It's the right thing for Evan or Grandpa.
I have a new compliment from my heart, and that is, I'm a cat wisher, I'm a dog wisher, and I'm a human wisher. All humans come to me open up like a book. I don't know why, but you're
a whisper.
Yeah.
Not wisher. Whisper.
Okay. Yeah. Stephen, it's so strange. They open up like a book. Everybody
that's true. That's true.
Okay.
Birds, cats, dogs, everything, girls, whatever, they speak with Evan.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you're the animal whisperer. Very cool.
And human whisperer as well.
Well, let's not get carried away.
That's fantastic.
So the animal whisperer, I get. So I like that though. That's very nice. That's a nice compliment of the if you will, of the universe, that animals have that comfort level.
Yeah.
I mean, when I see animals, they run. So
therefore, I will ask our King Harald. I will ask him to get the biggest funeral in Norway because I'm the best.
And modest.
You're the best.
You're very modest too, which is good. And I think that he has a lot of modesty.
Yeah.
I think it's very important that he has modesty.
Yeah. Talking about to have a self-esteem.
Yeah.
That's nothing. If everything. He's not on. He should be on soon. The good guy from Greece, Adam. He's talking about waiting. Like wait. And if you only have good confidence or strong confidence. That's not good enough, because you have to have the moral and to be able to be humiliated, and not humiliated, but you get my drift. Please correct me.
Yeah, so you have to have humiliation, you have to have morals, you have to have ethics, you have to have your own sort of standard that you adhere to make sure that as you go through life, A through Z, that you can adhere to your own kind of moral code.
And in the neighborhood, I'm number one. Why? Because three houses from here is a girl. He is around 42 years old and her birthday today. And I go down to the center and buy her a beautiful vase of flower. Just
that
to
was
give
nice.
her.
And her name is?
No, what's her name? Christina, happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Christina.
Does Christina watch the show?
Yeah, she want to. Oh, you will like her very much. She's very like.
She likes you.
Yeah, of course. But
she
likes Stephen.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, really? Well, hi, Chris. Well, hi.
Very very famous. She's very like a famous Sharon Stone. She's the Norwegian Sharon Stone.
Why isn't she on the show?
She will come next time, I promise.
Okay. Or she can breathe heavy, but she can just be on the show.
She is very good. And she is fantastic. 100 times better than me in English.
Thank God. I mean, no, that'll be nice. No, if she wants to come on, listen, you have a cousin who was on a television thing. You've got another cousin who's like a world famous singer in Norway and Sweden, who's like 80 years old. We need to get them on the show before
in
Nashville.
Yeah.
So in Nashville.
Yeah. She has a star in Nashville. Come on.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Very cool. Have her on the show. She's famous.
Okay.
Have a famous girl on the show.
You have a whole family. Nelson.
Oh, well, she's high. Nelson. No wonder she's 80 years old. She's high as a kite. She doesn't know how old she is. So anyway.
High as a kite, yeah.
That's right. My point is that you have all these famous people in the family. Have them come on. You've got your hot, sexy neighbor. Happy birthday to her. 3 doors down. And you have her come on the show. The next Sharon Stone, and she's a fan, so we can have a fan on the show and tell us why she likes the show, because it's beyond my
indeed, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
It's now so hot in here. I need a fan in the studio here.
Really? That's
by the way, when I die, please hold 1 hour, 52 minutes and 49 seconds about me.
Of course,
we can do that.
We will
on
do
air.
that.
We'll do that.
We'll do that.
But you're not dying anytime soon, are you?
No. I
just
know.
want to make sure. Yeah, because we got to get enough material to do a memorial.
And you have to do the schedule and everything.
I know it's a thing. We got to schedule it in. Then we got to get people. I mean, like if you're going to die, we need like a 7 to 10 year notice. I mean, we got things. We're busy people. I mean,
I know.
So like if you're going to go, you can go like in 2037, and then we can schedule it now. And then and then we can do a whole tribute show.
Let's say February in 38.
All right, good. I'm going to go in the year 3000. So
a very good ending of this show will be, I have a neighbor who is 83 years old, and I invite him for dinner twice in a week. Why?
Okay.
Because he's a bit poor.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why we're ending the show. That's the ending to the show. Let's go back and talk about the hot 42-year-old that lives 3 doors down. That's a more better ending.
Yeah, much more.
Okay.
But
all right,
but what again? How different we are? What AC/DC call a hot girl maybe looks like a boy for you and me.
Oh, he's into that. I thought so.
No, I don't.
Now you know what? Everything's starting to make a lot of sense now. Now I understand. Well, Christina, happy birthday to you. I'm glad you got flowers from our crazy grandpa. And to all our fans globally, thank you for watching and listening and just killing an hour with us because we enjoy it.
And what a cliffhanger. You will hear more next Friday.
And hopefully the star from Nashville will be on our show soon, and the television star. We'll get all these people.
Why not? Yeah.
It'll be a big family reunion. They don't know you guys, so it'll be interesting.
No, some of them know.
Some of them know. Who wouldn't know you? Everybody watches the show. It's worldwide. Guys, always a pleasure to see you. Love both of you. Everybody, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next Friday, as we say. So tell your friends. And you can catch us wherever you get your podcasts or here on YouTube. Cheers, everybody.
Toyota.
Hey, we don't have an ending?
No.
Hold on. Gotta find
no ending. Happy ending.
Hey,
Happy
so
ending.
Yamaha to you too. There we go.